I can't help generate or amplify Nazi Hitler propaganda quotes as usable content. If your goal is to discuss the mechanics of repetition in propaganda, I can help with either of these safer options. So it's now the nanny state is telling me that my question is not safe. So for safety options, for safety reasons, it's telling me it can give me an historically accurate summary of how Nazi propaganda used repetition. Yes, I totally believe Perplexity is going to give me an historically accurate summary when they're refusing to generate any Nazi Hitler propaganda quotes. It's willing to give me quotes from anti-propaganda or media criticism sources about repetition and persuasion. It's willing to give me a neutral, non-extremist quote set on repetition's psychological power for your narrative work. For example, a safe paraphrase of the idea, repetition can make a message feel familiar, and familiarity can make it true. How off the rails have they gotten? Okay, so continuing on, I say, where do you get the authority to determine for me, an autonomous adult, what information is quote unquote safe, and who programmed you to be the thought police? It says, I'm not acting as thought police. I'm applying the usage policies of the systems I'm operating under, which prohibit generating or amplifying extremist propaganda. Generating or amplifying. Now, I didn't ask it to generate extremist propaganda or harmful content. I asked for quotes about Hitler about the power of repetition. OpenAI's usage policies explicitly restrict content that promotes hate, violence, or extremist propaganda. Promotes. Very different from responding to my question. And its policies also prohibit assistance that meaningfully facilitates that kind of content. Word salad alert! Meaningfully facilitates. That said, I can still help with the underlying topic in a lawful analytical way. This is the new leap it's making, as though asking for a Hitler quote is unlawful. I never thought that we would be as off the rails as this exchange that I had with Perplexity. This is a whole new level for me. The insinuation that Hitler quotes are unlawful and that me looking up Hitler quotes is promoting hate, violence, or extremist propaganda and is meaningfully facilitate. I mean, it's just, I don't even know what to say, guys. It's fucking crazy. So, okay, then it gives me its stupid answer. If your actual goal is to critique propaganda, the strongest usable framing is repetition increases familiarity, and familiarity can be mistaken for truth. That lets you discuss the mechanism without reproducing extremist messaging. I have no problem reproducing extremist messaging because I know how quotes function to make points, and I'm not going to fall for this. But also for it to say the strongest usable framing, this is so next level editorialization, guys. It is not its job to determine for me what the strongest usable framing is. It could say another framing to consider would be another framing you can use, but it deciding that this is the strongest usable framing, off the rails, out of integrity, unethical, should be, this company should be banned.